Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Bears and the Texans, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing, Jones. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a throw here to his running back. On 1st and 10, Richardson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Daniels. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Dantzler that time breaking the pass up.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action here on first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And it's caught. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 2, here's first and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Montgomery trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Third down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring out fourth. And his kick here is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's Richardson to throw on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 63 yards. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
To throw is Richardson, operating from the gun. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Richardson now looking to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Trenton Gill now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Alexander forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Throwing on 1st down. Alexander, right side, completes to Mechie. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Alexander. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. Alexander. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Smith-Marsette. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Draw play, Madison. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown. And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home. I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often. No, they're not choreographed very well usually. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chicago offense set to get started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction. There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Not a lot of success to be found there. Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
To this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Alexander eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they're spotted.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Taken at the goal line.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw. Alexander
to Pierce. They set up the screen.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun. Alexander being chased out left. And that one caught by Cobbs over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Eckler now between the tackles.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A beautiful fake. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Alexander. That's caught by Jackson.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw on 2nd down. Alexander.
He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Alexander.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On 1st and 10, Alexander. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, Alexander to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Short throw to Disley.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the 1st down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
They'll get this underneath to Madison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now Tannehill. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Madison showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Pierce now up the middle.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
To throw is Tannehill.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Tannehill. And he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You know, if this is the regular season partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
To throw on 2nd down. Alexander. The 20. 5. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 46 yards.
And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
On first down, Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Tannehill.
That's complete to Smith-Marset.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Throwing again is Tannehill. Got a man open, that's Harry.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, Tannehill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Tannehill now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Defense. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Tannehill.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
Gets by him at the 25. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff, it's Eckler. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.